Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of A.T.O.M RPG. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're supposed to join me today, because today is another day where I start an episode saying RPG twice, which 3 times that time, because that's how that goes, that's how my intro goes. So welcome to A.T.O.M, and we're gonna talk to the head of this place, and if I remember correctly, he's sort of a jerk. That guy, I don't think he is, but we'll see. I'm not gonna be able to steal his frying pan or whatever that is, which I would like. Let's also listen to the news and see what this is. Also in the news, official statement from the Chamber of Commerce declares something or other. Because of our efforts, new gardens will bloom and new factories will start production all across the wastes. And that is pretty cool. And I know who that is. That is not yeah, we repeat that any rumors about a mutant invasion are lies spread by the remaining Western imperialists. As we are told by the Chamber of Commerce, the situation remains under control. Maybe that was the Western imperialists that showed up on TV. Also, the mushroom cult invites everyone living in the wastes to join. They really like the word wastes. I would prefer wasteland. But anyway, being a part of the common struggle, helping out those closest to you, stability, and free lunches. Sounds interesting, comrades. This advertisement was supported by the mushroom cult. Oh, so that was a continue. I didn't mean it like that. Did you guys? It's not what I wanted. I wanted to turn that off. I don't know his name. I should know his name. He's like a famous guy. I forget. I don't know. He has movies and he has a mustache. It's the 2 things that any person wants in their life for sure. Hi. Before you, he stands an old man in an old, weathered, but clean, important, jacket. He looks around 60, but very well preserved. So, he doesn't look around 60. Anyway, for someone who lives in the wastes, it seems possible that his real age is closer to 70, see? Okay, so he looks around 70, or no, he doesn't. He looks around 60, but you think, yeah, it's complicated when we're talking about just looks, because we don't know if you, anyway. His strict face is adorned with a short mustache, but not as good as the other one that showed up on TV. Maybe that's where he got his inspiration. He just can't grow it. He's too young. He's 60, except he's 70. What do you need, comrade? I thought he was going to ask for news. I got this letter of recommendation at the tavern, which is I shouldn't say that, probably. I'm looking for work, you see. Interesting. Let me take a look at that note. Comrade Kovalev takes your note and quickly reads it. You notice that he holds it very close to his eyes. Seems like the vision of this strong old man isn't as good as it was in his prime, when he was 60 or 70. Seems that Katya Radchenko believes you can be trusted. Maybe so. In any case, you made an impression, and this is recommendation enough. You notice real warmth in the head's voice. The head, he's in Kovalev's voice. When he talks about Katya from the tavern, his tone is almost fatherly. Yeah, right. So how about that job? Yes, that job. The head thoughtfully cracks his knuckles. After that, he raises his gaze to you, looking as if he's reached a conclusion. Maybe I have a job for you after all. You probably already heard about the bandit gang that terrorizes our village. Each month, they come to take our supplies away from us. If we don't pay up, they rob and kill our people. We tried fighting them to no avail. But now, looking at your honest face, I've come up with a little plan. The head lowers his gaze again. It's hard for you to read him. He's either indecisive or just trying to find the right words. Let's wait. The thing is, he says finally, our village probably has a snitch living in it. A traitor. A rat. 3 things. I am sure about this. Someone made a pact with the bandits and tells them everything that's going on around here. But with that said, I can't imagine who that rat is. And the bastard himself knows me and the other villagers too well to get caught. When we hired mercenaries to protect us, the bandits already knew about it, and each time we trade for a bit of money, they attack. Someone is ratting us out. You're a new face in the region. It should be easy for the rat to trust you. Bring me the identity of the traitor. This is the job. Why do you trust me with that? I could be one of the bandits. The head laughs mirthlessly and appears to shrink a bit before you, like Gandalf, except the opposite. His true age becomes more apparent, like Bilbo, except without, anyway. And you realize he must be much older than 60 or 70. I'll tell it to you straight. The village is slowly dying. The drought, the bandits, our young people always leaving. A few more years and we'll be wiped off the map. The old-timers will die and the others will simply scatter. Some might even join the bandits. I really don't like my options, but it's probably our only hope now. A last hope to change something, fix something. Not to bring back what we lost, but at least to buy our settlement a little more time. If it must die, let it die honorably on its own, leaving warm memories in the heart of the people. What's happening now, that's not even death. It's withering. It's rot. Wouldn't it be interesting for the game to throw an option at us where we could convince the bandits to move into the village and just join and sort of change the idea of the village, become more of a raiders, a pirates village or something? This guy would be pissed for sure because like he's saying everything opposite to that. But that'd be an interesting solution. I mean, it'd have a specific story to tell, but it's a role-playing game. You should be able to do that. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know that I would do that. Depends on how tough the bandits are, because I probably want to kill them and steal their stuff. Because in role-playing games, as you know, nobody cares. It's like, oh, that guy punched me. I destroyed him with a sledgehammer. Yeah, that seems appropriate. He attacked you first. Yeah, that's not good. It seems we need an investigation. Do you agree or do you decline? Say it straight. Where should I start? Where do you start? With a question mark followed by 2 dots. Well, let me just tell you who in the village I do not suspect. For one, I completely trust my fighting men, Jan and Petya, on the south and north gates, respectively. I haven't talked to Petya yet, I need to. They would not work for me otherwise. Traitor Yashin may be a suspect. He's new in town, and obviously I am the character here that is very suspicious of everything that is alien and foreign, so, you know, he's new in town. He has a shady past. That's also more to the point. I was just adding a little bit of subtext there. But he does so much for the village. Ellipses at the end. He built his shop with his own money. He pays taxes, and he suffers from the bandits like everyone else. Dr. Mikoyan and old Semyon I trust like I would trust myself. We built this village together, you know. They are good people, tested by time and loyalty. Comrade Gramkin and the village superintendent, on the other hand, is a cowardly, shifty person. But no, he is too cowardly. He would never work with the bandits. Can I point out that working with the bandits is really cowardly? That's really cowardly. Like, if you're gonna care about what cowardliness is, that is probably the best. If I were a coward and I wanted to be like the best coward I could be, I would be a double agent, or not. That's not what it is. I would be a spy, not a spy as in not as in the real spies, because real spies they need to be very brave. You know, I would be this. This would be the cowardliest that I could be cowardly at. If I were a coward and I wanted to be more and better. It's much more profitable for him to keep his post in the village, and the bandits have no respect for him and would probably shoot him for laughs if he tried to talk to them. Actually, whom are we talking about? Comrade Grankin. Do I know this? So Dr. Mikoyan we know, and old Semyon, that's the guy that gave us the shotgun that wasn't a shotgun. Comrade Grankin, I believe, is the guy that lives in the he's a shifty person. Interesting. Why is he saying that? Like, he's just calling them names. He's not really giving us any information. He's just being like, I hate him, for reasons. And also saying words that are probably not appropriate. But yeah, I don't know. This guy in the center of the village, that's where I wonder if I can open the map from here. I can't. That'll be an interesting thing to do. Let's see. Yeah, I probably should. Katya and Vazia Radchenko, the owners of the tavern, have no reason to be snitches. They would never do something like that. And the others, I just don't know about the rest. Yes. Okay. Maybe you could give me more clues. I suspect that the traitor is a man, given on the fact that there's only a few women in town, and the vast majority of important people are men, I suppose. Not too old. Oh. It's important. Why does he think that, though? A person that travels from time to time, makes sense, but is ultimately lazy. The capitalist of crimes, I'm sure, as you... that's the theme of this place, at least, as I pointed out before. Those criminal types. Yeah, what do they call them? The antisocial elements, that's right. They abhor honest labor. They think that only the low people must work, while they act like some aristocracy. Yep, well, better start investigation then. Thank you for your time. Let's have a chat with this fellow over here. Before you stands an aging man with an old rifle in his wrinkled hands. He looks at you with mostly concealed interest. But I can see through his concealment. I can see the interest. Hey, can I ask you some questions?
Hey there, ask away, and I'll try to get you some answers.
What are you guarding? The television with the Adam Sandler or whatever? I don't remember.
It's the village treasury. We keep the taxes we gather here and use them for the common good. And if you got any funny ideas, my friend, ellipses, I don't recommend trying them. I may be old, but I am a great shot.
Can you teach me? Can you teach me? Because I would love to, but I can't. I mean, no harm. So tell me about yourself.
What's there to tell? I'm a simple man. The one thing that makes me special is my aim. I can hit a radioactive spider in the eye socket.
They only have the one, because they got it because they're radioactive.
From 200 paces. That's right. I don't like to brag, you know, but for many years now, I've won the local top marksman contest.
Good for you. What's news about around the village?
All is well with our head. There's no time to be lazy or sad. He's a great man. I believe in him. Our whole village believes in him, and his faith is what keeps us all together. Everything is fine. Yeah, it's fine.
I'm sure everything is fine with the whole issue of the bandits. Heard any rumors?
They say plenty of monsters are seen in the south and the north. Giant spiders, wasps, and even more dangerous things. Some even settled near the village. I don't know whether they can breed. If they can, we're in trouble.
Yes, but everything is fine.
Good luck.
Indeed. I'll see you later. I will not steal more from you. I do need to I know exactly who it is, the spy, by the way. It's not a random thing. I've done this quest twice already, so I know what's going on. But I'm gonna roleplay, as one should. Also, I don't know that we can go straight to the person. So there's two people that I want to talk to first. That's the taverns. The two people at the tavern. So that's three people. And there's this shifty guy. And also make sure that it is... Oh, did you see him? He's definitely the spy. He was holding his hands. Only a criminal holds his hands. Also, the doctor probably might know something. But there's another person that I also want to talk to. Remember how there was someone that told us... that if I remember it was a woman, but I think it was the one that I associated with my grandmother because she has a broad nose. That said that if it were up to her, there would be a vote. That's the one. Okay, I'd like to know what you think about the local bandits. The woman puts a hand on her mouth and looks around fearfully. It seems the very topic scares her.
Those bandits are terrible people. I'm scared for my husband the most. He's a proud man, and is not accustomed to being disgraced. Those bastards, they shake every coin they can out of us. Every time they do, it's like a knife in the heart to him. They are terrible. Those guns they have, they're not afraid to use them either. For them, killing a man is easy. It's nothing to them. And I am afraid that my husband will do something stupid one of these days, and get himself killed. It scares me so much.
The woman sadly shakes her head and wipes her tears when you're not looking. Doesn't seem like she's a liar. She really cares for her men and for the village itself. And also for the money. Well, mostly for the men. Because apparently he cares for the money a lot. Because he's like, no, that money is going away. It's like a knife to my heart. Also, I don't know who her man is. Might be this guy. Which we haven't met yet. Whom we haven't met yet. Oh, look at his... It's got a very cool... portrait. I like it. Before you stands a young man, probably not her husband then, in a pre-war, maybe, I don't know, but I don't think so, in a pre-war military uniform shirt. Sure. In his hands, you see an automatic rifle. On his shoulder hangs an old R-147 army radio. He looks at you expectantly. Hey, can I ask you a few questions? The man sniffs and brushes his greasy hair back with the palm of his hand. He eyes you warily, a look of discontentment in his perceptive eyes. Well, let's hear it. Any work to be had in the village? I don't know. If you want an honest job, speak with the people. Someone will probably hire you. If you're really looking for honest work, that is. If not, you better leave right now. Well, I suppose. How's life? The man inspects you carefully. Why so interested? Just curious? Yeah, we live fine.
Pretty poor, though. No money, no fancy stuff. If you don't like that, you better get out. And he crosses his arms over his chest and looks at you with poorly hidden challenge in his eyes. And also, this might be the reason why the narrator always has lines for themselves, because they show up in gray. I don't think the engine is programmed to detect square brackets to gray these out. Usually, like, you'd see that Baldur's Gate does that, and more recently, Pillars of Eternity does that as well. Whenever you have the quotation marks, basically quotation marks would be the normal text because it's when people talk, and then anything that's outside of quotation marks would work as the narrator. And sometimes you'd see, it's very rare, at least in Pillars of Eternity it happens, but it also happens in Baldur's Gate. It's very rare because those are mistakes. Like people using quotation marks in their own speech, and the game just automatically detects that's the end of their line and the things that they do in between quotation marks, the game colors it as if it were the narrator saying. But I think this might be the reason why it always, this is very rare. It's the first time I see it. Anyway, so tell me about yourself. I guard this gate under orders of the head. That's all you need to know about me. I'm not some fool who blabs about himself to a stranger. Okay, then blab about the head. A curious fella, ain't you? I'll be brief. The head is the main man in this place. Where he is now and what he's doing is not for me to know. And not for you to know either. I know where he is, though. I do know where he is. And what he's doing. Yes. Who are you guarding the gate from? A crooked smile appears on the man's face. You kidding, or is that a trick question? Look around. We live in the middle of the wasteland. Here, even a blade of grass wants to kill you. Who am I guarding the gate from? Jeez. Okay, don't get mad. Heard any rumors lately? I didn't hear anything. Oh, I did see something. Or weird critters nesting around the village. Someone really needs to stomp them out. But until then, if you don't value your life too much, you can go through that gate and pick some mushrooms. What kind of mushrooms? Never heard? Our village is famous for its mushrooms. Hell if I know why, but they grow everywhere around here. It's pretty dry in these parts, but they still grow. When it rains, sometimes they even pop out on bare rocks. Sure. Okay. Well, that better go. You go. But remember, I don't take too kindly to strangers. Don't give me a reason to fight ya. Yeah, gotcha. But what if I tell you, I work really hard. I am the unlaziest person ever. Maybe he's gonna love me. He's just gonna be like, I wanna kiss you. That's what I want. Anyway, so that guy is not her husband, and I couldn't ask him about the bandits. Let's have a chat with our best friend in town, because he even gave us a shotgun. That's not a shotgun. I'm just gonna ask you some questions. Can't ask him about the things. Okay. Let's go to the bar, and then we go to the guy in the center of town, because he might know something. Sorry, buddy, we don't give out free booze. Do you want free booze? Oh, it's the drunk dude. Hello again, Boris. Hiccup. No, wait, that's... Sure. I mistook all of that. What's his name? I keep forgetting. Yeah. Hello again. Are you here for a drink, or have you brought my book back? No, I want to ask you some questions. Unfortunately, I can't. Maybe Katya knows. Or maybe... isn't this... Yes, this is the guy. Hi. Before you seats a young woman. Yes, she's still seating. Can I ask her some questions? Unfortunately, not. She does not know anything. Well, moving on then. Let's have a chat with this fella, since we're, here. Oh, it's the mustache man. Of course. Hey, I want to ask you about the local bandits. The man clenches his large fists. The whites of his eyes go bloodshot. You watch as his whole body shakes with a wave of poorly concealed anger. Goddamn lawless jackals is what my opinion is. Instead of working like decent people, they rob our village and peaceful travelers? If we had the strength, we'd show them. We'd show them all. He slowly calms himself, but still shakes his fists. Even the mere existence of the bandit seems to challenge some of his personal beliefs. He looks sincere in his anger. A man such as he is this would rather die than cooperate with bandits. Yes, gotcha, thanks. That's not him then. Let's have a chat with this sneaky fella. Do you see him? Do you see his hands? He just has cold hands.
probably. But as we all know, people with cold hands are terrible people. I should know. I have cold hands.
Hello, comrade. What's new? What news do you bring?
I forgot his voice, but still. I want to ask him some questions. Unfortunately, I can't ask him that. Okay, well, maybe this guy knows something. Right? Before you stands a stocky, powerful... Yes. I'd like to get your opinion on the local bandits. Do they have a representative in the village? The man's face stays the same, but he doesn't expose any emotions. And he doesn't expose any emotions. Your words should have... What? Wait. The man's face stays the same, and he doesn't expose any emotions your words should have brought out. His manner stays the same, and his gaze is still pretty saucy. Thieves are thieves. What's there to say? They survive. That's it. He spits to the side and looks at you insolently, right in the eye. Do you suspect someone inside the village? Is there a spy around? Why are you interested anyway, comrade detective? It's not the first time he asks that, comrade detective. Well, your head gave me a mission to find a local snitch. The rat, he said. Was it? He said another thing as well. There's many things going on. Oh, really? What happens if you find a snitch? What then? You gonna rat him out? Kill him? Or would you try to discuss things with him? Maybe they try to make a deal for your mutual benefit. Yes, that I would like that. I would like that. Sure, I'll rat him out. No, I can't rat him out. I don't know. It's not how that he could rat him out if he knows who it is. I always try to reason with reasonable people for reasonable things. Ah, yeah. Look, what if the one who's working for the bandits just left the village quietly, making no trouble for you or anyone else? Out of sight, out of mind, as they say. And when you decide you're done with all the bullshit, sleeping under rocks. Sorry, I clicked on continue. Sleeping under rocks, stealing dog food, and all that stuff, there will be a position available for you in our... their camp. It's located not too far from here in the abandoned factory. Well, thank you for telling me where it is. Thank you very much for telling me where it is. Also, you shouldn't eat dog food because it's got too much vitamin A and you will die, basically. Don't eat dog food. Don't watch Mad Max and be like, I will do that for the rest of my life. Don't do it. Well, how do you like that kind of opportunity? Well, let's make this perfectly clear. I don't have an option here. You're the village snitch, right? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, look at that. He's got a name. He changed his name. Huh. He didn't have that before, did he? I don't think so. Whoa, quiet down, man. Yeah, that's me. Although I resent being called a snitch. I'm more of an infiltrator, you know? Got sent here by my group. Anyway, my proposition is still open to you if you're interested. Yeah, I have a counter-proposal. You pay me, and I stay silent about what I just heard. Fine, fine, you damn mugger. So much for honor among thieves. Nope, I didn't say I was a thief. But I am, though. But, yeah, what trust do I have? Here. 50 rubles. I don't have any more. 50 rubles. I suppose that's a bill. Yeah, thanks a bunch. Now stay right here. I need to think your proposition over. Just think quick. I'm getting pretty nervous about Kovalev hunting me, so I won't stick around here long. If I see you leave the village, don't expect to find me here when you come back. I'll meet you at the abandoned factory. Sure, just don't leave yet. Make sure you don't leave yet, because I don't have ammo for this. I am so bad. I'm really not in a good position here. Okay, well, I'm gonna think over his proposition over here, thinking it very hard right now. Yeah. There's some news about our plight. I found your snitch. It's Grishka, the young guy hanging around the village. Actually, sure. Kovalev slaps his forehead with regret. He looks angry, but also strangely shy, like he just did something stupid. Of course, it was so obvious. The man drifts all around, never works for the benefit of the village, and speaks with characteristic street jargon words, the kind type words that work like that. Oh, I'm really growing blind in my old age. Why, just a few years ago, I would have spotted him right from the start. You're getting old, Comrade Kovalev. The head, what? He doesn't say anything. The head's, I thought he was going to say, oh, yes, but no. The head's fierce eyes narrow to slits, but after a moment he sighs and slumps his shoulders.
Yes, you're right. I'm too old, and I'm so very tired.
Maybe it's time you step down as head?
Maybe so, but I will think about it only after I've settled this whole bandit situation. One should never leave his business unfinished.
Well, it's not quite true, but sure. What do we do about it? Comrade Kovalev strokes his chin thoughtfully. He's probably thinking about his next step. You calmly await for his reply. Finally, the head claps his hands, showing that he reached some sort of decision.
We must dispose of Grishka the snitch.
Not without a comma, sure.
This much is clear to me, but how?
And with the 2 dots after the question mark.
I don't want to spread panic through the village and make the people nervous. He must be disposed of quickly, so nobody notices.
Yes, how about the payment?
You did a good job, you know. Learned the whole truth and did not conceal it, although you probably had reasons to do so. For your cleverness, a fitting reward, 250 rubles. I am an honest man, and I pay for honest work.
Well, I can't have it any other way. Nobody should forget the truth, even if you lose it as a result. Even if you lose your health over it. Even if you gain new, powerful enemies.
Yes, that is true. How did that old song go? We, the people, go hand in hand with the truth. Here, have a little extra money, because apparently we also go hand in hand with some money. You earned it, and thank you again. Anyway, let us get back to our problem. Grishka must be dealt with. He must disappear, so that he can never continue working for the enemy.
Oh, well, I would be glad to help him with the disappearing.
Interesting. I would not ask why, but that is good to hear. But what exactly do you propose? Attacking him in broad daylight? No. That will never work. I don't want to rouse panic in the village. The snitch must be dealt with quietly. It must appear as if he just left. Behind the fence, there's this abandoned building. How about you lure him out there and silently, do the deed. Cleanly. A rotten thing to do, especially by my standards. But sometimes one must do rotten things. Sure. If it means saving our little community from total obliteration. I don't know how you will lure him there, but I grant you total freedom to do so. After the execution is carried out, return back to me. I would like to speak to you more about our future cooperation.
Yes, it will be done. I will lure the snitch into the abandoned house and, well, I gotta go. I do. And also, it's the end of the episode, so we'll lure this snitch and have a lot of trouble next episode because the whole luring situation is actually pretty nasty. It's pretty hard to do. But for right now, I'm Girl RPG, and this has been Atom RPG. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.